How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back, Swifties, to my channel. Humble and gracious host, I am Stilo. Great to have you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I was recommended to do Why Do You Hate Taylor Swift, Taylor's Side. And I think there's going to be a bunch of clips that I may have seen, or maybe have seen some of the clip, but not the full entirety of the clip, or just like the part of the clip that is relevant to this narrative. I guess that people hate Taylor Swift. But, you know, can't have the love without the hate. Like I said in previous videos, it's not 100% love and it's not 100% hate. We're somewhere in the middle, unless you're a really polarizing figure, unless you've really done some bad in the world. It's more so going to be, you know, some people are going to like you, some people are going to hate you. That's just the nature of life, especially when you're as popular as Taylor Swift. It just comes with it, you know? Let's get right into it.
It's coming from a
1989 on the way. 1989 on my Patreon this Sunday. Patreon.com/StiloVino, StiloVino. Free for January. After, if you see this and you click on this video and it's past January, it's likely going to be there and it's not going to be free. So I just want to give it back to y'all. Appreciate y'all.
A place of such sexism.
I think that as far as songwriting goes, I've been essentially opening up my diary for the world to read since I was...
Hold on to that. I don't think I saw the entire clip of that.
If a guy shares his experience in writing, he's brave. If a woman shares her experience in writing, she's oversharing. And she's over-emotional, or she might be crazy, or watch out, she'll write a song about you.
Yeah, well,
there is that. But that joke is so old, and it's coming from a place of such sexism.
I think that...
Yeah, no, that happens more definitely with women, but it does happen with guys. I think I've used this reference before, this example, but Drake in the beginning in 2009, a lot of people pass up on him because of it was so different from the normal landscape of hip hop at that time. Of course, Kanye knocked it down, but it was very frowned upon to be vulnerable because hip hop in a male dominated type of genre has been so hyper masculine and at times violent, to where vulnerability comes across as a sign of weakness. So a lot of people refrain from revealing their emotions. And luckily that has become less and less on the man side. I can't really speak as far as pop stars. I don't think in the pop genre they have to live up to the same expectation of this hyper masculinity, machismo, and bravado all the time. And that's exhausting. It's tiring. So shout out to everybody that does it. People want to hear that, though. People want to hear. That's why she's so popular. I mean, also the elements of songwriting. It just catches the ear. It's just good with melody. It's just good with different things that it's going to make a song good. Just because you're personal doesn't mean it's going to make the song good. It's just an element of the song. But that's why a lot of people, the point is to connect on a human element level, whether you're a content creator, whether you're a songwriter, whether you write books, whether you do poetry, whether you do anything that is art related. The best you capture the human experience, the more successful you're going to be. In my opinion.
And you make the joke better.
I don't know, that's my opinion.
Then it's kind of like it's not as funny when other people call you a name.
But how do you feel when people say that you write about boyfriends?
It's interesting because I think as a songwriter, you have your fans who have been keeping up with your music since before you were known. You know, my first album came out when I was 16. So I would write about my life as I saw it, as I felt it. And then what happens is, as you get more successful, which you're lucky if that happens, you have more and more people paying attention to what you're doing. And you've been doing it the same way your entire career as a songwriter, but all of a sudden the perspective has changed. And they use kind of you writing songs about your life as a way to play detective. And for me, I have a really strict personal policy that I never name names. And so anybody saying that a song is about a specific person is purely speculating. And they're going to do that, but the most important thing for me is maintaining artistic integrity, which means as a songwriter, I still continue to write about my life. I could very well water it down, and I could just say, like, you know, the sky is blue and now we're dancing and we're in a club and it's great. But I just don't think
I love that song.
I know it was a #1 hit, but
no, but people can sense honesty. You can tell in your music. You can hear.
You're gonna have people who are going.
Not always, though. It's not always a sense honesty. A lot of people, a lot of fans are duped all the time. It happens all the time. So not everybody can sense honesty. And a lot of things. There are a lot of narratives that are manufactured. The label is a lot smarter. The people in charge of just making sure that you consume, because the objective is we're in this middle place between art and commerce. So the art is what she's saying, the artistic integrity in changing lives and being able to share what's going on with their lives with other people, and they hope they gravitate to your music for the right reasons. That's you leading with good faith. But art mixes with commerce and it mixes with business. It's the music business. So it is their job to reach their bottom line and to reach financially and to sell you a product as best as they can. It's not always genuine. It's not always truthful. So she's not right. Not speaking about Taylor, but I'm talking about the interviewer.
To see the depth from which you approached a song, the fact that you put, your real emotions into it, and that's valuable and that's good and that's real. Yeah. And then you're going to have people who are going to say, oh, like she just writes songs about her ex-boyfriends. And I think, frankly, that's a very sexist angle to take. No one says that about Ed Sheeran. No one says it about Bruno Mars. They're all writing songs about
I've seen this clip, yeah.
Their exes, their current girlfriends, their love life, and no one raises a red flag there.
It's true. But sometimes people will pitch songs to these artists and people will just sing them because they sound good. It's not necessarily about their boyfriends and not their ex in particular. It's like, oh, that's a good song. I like that. I'm going to sing this. I'm going to take this. It may be the songwriter's story. That happens a lot of times. Now, with Taylor, it's different. She writes like 99%. I don't know the numbers. I'm not in the rooms. But the point of the matter is, I think we go back and forth as Taylor fans that watch this, and as me as watching some of the Taylor content. We go back and forth on the percentage of how much she writes, with her collaborators, the producers, and who's involved, or whatever. The point of the matter is, she writes a large majority, overwhelmingly percentage, more than the average, more than what a pop star is expected to do. She's clearly excelled, and she's probably going to go in the Songwriters Hall of Fame one day. Right. We could all agree on that. I don't know the percentage. I'm not in the rooms. I'm not the publisher issuing the splits. I don't know. We don't know. But some of those songs are written by other people, and some of those songs are written by women. They're written by men. It's just, the artist just takes it and it's like, that's a good song. That's a hit. The A&R be like, that's a hit. We're going to sing it. So that's what I think about that. Whether that's relevant, I don't know. Maybe I just went on a rant and that wasn't relevant. But who knows?
Yeah, it's done with a wink. And what's fun about music is that, things that you can write kind of as a joke, a little bit like with a little humor in them. Most people get it. Like, most people get that, like, Shake It Off is a funny, like, it's funny. Like, I'm not actually rapping seriously in that song. Like, it's done with, like...
I got it.
Exactly. Like, but some people are like, oh my God, why is she trying to be a rapper? You're like, you don't get it. Come on. They're like, she looks super awkward dancing in this video. It's like, oh my God.
It was intended for that.
Like, you can't read comments.
To give you people heat for holding a...
I read comments, and I probably shouldn't. There's going to be a point in time where on the channel I will no longer read comments. I think at this point right now, I read a lot of comments for feedback, for music, excuse me, majority for music suggestions, just to figure out what y'all like. But there's going to be a point on this channel where I'm going to get a lot of stupid comments. And if there's a point in time where I don't respond to your comments, it's not that I don't like you. It's not that I don't appreciate it or whatever. I'm just no longer going to read comments because they just get so overwhelmingly stupid. I can't deal with it. At a certain point, I can't deal with it. It becomes pointless.
That cat loves being held like that.
I know, but you can't do anything without somebody at some point on some web thread saying, well, this isn't right for the cat to be out like that. It's like
the cat loves it. Here's the thing.
Is that Olivia?
Yeah, that's Olivia. Yeah, you're right, exactly. When everything that you do is debated upon, scrutinized, questioned, everybody feels entitled to ask you why you did everything. There are days where I feel really...
I still have not got 4 minutes in why she feels like people hate her. Maybe it'll be divulged later in the but it's more coming from how people are scrutinizing me. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Do people really have a problem with her speaking about past relationships, past boyfriends? Is that why? I don't know if this is that why she thinks people hate her. Hate is a strong emotion. Now you could say that's not my cup of tea. I dislike, but you hate this person because they write about ex-boyfriends, ex situations, because you rapped a little bit on Shake It Off, because you. Is that really enough to hate a person? I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm really okay with that, honestly.
Yeah.
But then there are days where I just am kind of overwhelmed by all of it, and I think that that's okay. I try to encourage my fans that they don't have to feel confident every day. They don't have to feel happy every day. They don't have to feel pretty every day. They don't have to feel wanted every day. That they shouldn't put added extra pressure on themselves to feel happy when they're not. Yeah. You know, I think being honest with yourself emotionally is really important.
We don't live just in a celebrity takedown culture. We live in a takedown culture. People will find anything about you and twist it to where it's weird or wrong or annoying or strange or bad. You have to not only live your life in spite of people who don't understand you, you have to have more fun than they do.
I'm waiting for a clip. Basically, she's saying it in a very nice way, but the gist of it is y'all hate me because I'm the shit. Y'all hate me because I'm talented. I write good-ass songs. Most likely your boyfriends like me. Most likely they want to be with me. Most likely they sing the songs when you in a car. You're like, why are you singing this woman's songs? You think she's prettier than me? You think she's more talented than me? You know, that's what I'm getting. She's saying they hate me because I'm good at what I do. The people love me and you don't like it. Because there's no reason really, honestly, that I've seen definitively that you can hate her. I can't think of any hate. Like, hate is a strong ass word, you know? But that's just me, though. That's just
you
me.
learn to laugh at certain things and not take everything so seriously. If something hurts your feelings, that's valid. And you're allowed to let that happen. But I just kind of like, yeah, I do dance awkwardly. And I'm having more fun than you.
At the end of the day,
Me too,
you just
Taylor.
have to try to find a way to stay sane. Like, there's a balance to it all. And I have bad days where I focus on it and I feel like there's nothing that I do that's right. And no matter how hard I try, you're going to have people that just can't find one good thing about you. But focusing on those people is the quickest way to lead an unhappy life.
So on
Very
one
true.
hand, I'm very aware of who I actually am.
Yeah.
But I'm also very aware of what people are saying about me. And I think in order to be prepared, you have to know those two things.
Well, it always comes
And as an intelligent person and curious person, you're going to want to know how people feel about you. You know? But there's a lot more relief. A lot more, I think, beneficial, right? As we talking about long-term mental health, long-term happiness, that you don't focus so much on what people have to say about you. Because you're never as good as they say you are. You're never as bad as they say you are. You know, but we're human, so we get influenced by, like, I remember it was one of those tweets that it was a Taylor's Over party, and she said that, you know how many people have to tweet to make this trend? So if all these people are saying it, normally the human mind is going to go to, it must be true. If all y'all feel this way, it must be true. Instead of saying, oh, this shit ain't true. Y'all got me fucked up, and why am I reading this? It's 5 minutes into the video. I'm not going to get demonetized. And if you're under 18, you ain't hear that. You know what I'm saying? That was a little filthy language from Stilo. I apologize. But, you know, y'all are tripping. I'm gonna go dance on the beach with my toes in the sand. You know, I mean, sometimes you gotta do that. You know, sometimes you just gotta say, forget what the naysayers are saying. It's not important. You know.
from a place of storytelling. Like I always want to write from a place of like kind of like a diary. And even if I'm making a pop album, I'm not ever going to make a pop album that's just like gonna go to the club, and dance,
Yeah.
you know, like, and not have really much of a reason for writing that particular song. Like, I don't ever want people to be like, oh, like, you know, the beat of that song is kind of cool, and like I can dance to it, but like I don't really know what it's about, or I don't know what she wrote that about. There's always, I think, coming from Nashville, there's always going to be an element of storytelling in
Nashville has a very rich songwriting, storytelling community, so I get that.
I do. Even if it's pop music, even if it makes you want to dance, I also want it to kind of make you think too.
Yeah, that's the power of music. It's wonderful.
You know, I think when people say that they like one of your albums, like when people told me that like Red was their favorite album I'd done, I didn't take that as, so I should make that again.
Right.
I took that as, great, awesome. Now I want to make them like this new album just as much, if not more, than the last album, but I want them to like it for different reasons.
As far as just kind of actual real life accomplishments, I think my connection with my fans and the fact that they care about lyrics and things like that, I think that's what I'm most proud of.
I like that. I'll do part 2. I don't know. I'll upload part 2 eventually, but I walked away with that just feeling like Taylor just feels like y'all hate me because I'm beautiful. Y'all hate me because I'm good at what I do and I'm talented. You know? That's what I think. That's what I think this video is about. But let me know in the comment box how you feel about it. I got a nasty ass booger in my nose. So I'm gonna that's that oversharing shit. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. If you saw me, I gotta go take care of that. All right, y'all be all right. Y'all be safe. Yeah, Stilo out.